What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 16 of the Screen Team
Hello, hello.
podcast. My name is Gus.
My name is Sal.
And I'm Alex.
The Screen Team. Today, we are going to be talking about the photograph and the Invisible
Invisible
Man.
Wait, when did you watch it?
I watched it today, actually, a few hours ago.
Oh, yeah,
Invisible
you
Man. Yeah.
Okay. Let's start with the photograph.
Let's do that.
First. Each saw first.
Okay, go.
You are. I'll go first.
Sure.
We'll start with the
one
negative
of-
Nancy.
One of the most boring movies I've ever seen in theaters. That's my initial thought. I was very, very
When
bored.
Irishman?
In theaters.
Well, it was in theaters.
Oh, in
I didn't watch it on
sure.
theaters. But yeah, way more boring than Irishman.
Hmm?
More boring than
Really?
Irishman. Irishman at least had like interesting scenes. But this was just like
More boring Irishman, for sure.
me and my girlfriend
Mm.
despised this movie. We thought we came out of there, it was like that was a complete waste of time for us.
Really?
Did not
Mm.
like it.
Well, you
at
guys
all.
saw with Gus, no?
There's
Mm.
no good things. Oh, did we see with Gus?
Yeah.
Oh, we saw with Gus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what did you think, Gus?
I liked it.
You like
I didn't
I
think it was great.
didn't think it was great either, but I didn't think it was.
I
as bad
enjoyed
as-
parts of it.
I didn't
I
think
like
it
their
was bad as-
chemistry. I feel like they
like their
didn't
chemistry too.
develop their relationship enough. Like one of my favorite parts was like when they first went on like their first date, when they were like at the restaurant, like eating and just like talking about like music and stuff like that and everything.
Yeah.
Like I think that was like one of the strongest like showings of their chemistry together. And I feel like there should have been more of that, but
Wait, restaurant eating. Run that again.
so they went. He looked up like that movie premiere, whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Showed
when
up.
the first date, pretty much.
Yeah,
The first
that's
date.
what I said.
Okay, yeah. Sorry.
I feel
Understood.
like
Huh.
plot wise, it was
Nothingness.
it wasn't
Nothing.
like what was it about? You know, like but
Mm.
but
it was
thing is,
about nothing.
but thing is, Pulp Fiction like that too, and you like that, right?
Yeah, but
Pulp
that's
Fiction
like
is
really
like-
interesting dialogue. This one, all right. This I
Well,
was saying this
so
earlier. This had like a realistic feel to it, like a real relationship, and how like two people actually meet in the real world, and all the conversations were
might-
kind of the same too. Like real, like at some point there was just dialogue between people when during the storm when they go to the brother's house. Was it his brother?
I think it was his brother. Yeah, his
Yeah.
He
older
goes to the
brother.
brother's house and they're just right there sitting on the couch and they're just having like dialogue. They're just having conversation, but it's like real conversation. It's like almost boring. It's just like this is like a real conversation that people are just having randomly.
I actually liked when they visited the brother. I thought the brother was funny.
Yeah, I thought it was funny, but
Okay.
I did think it was funny. Like throughout the movie, he was a funny character.
It's funny but boring.
but yeah,
Uh-huh.
most of the time it was just kind of like
He's
I
the
don't
guy
know,
from
just
Get Out, right?
nothing. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the guy from Get Out.
Wait, who am I
The-
talking about?
The
brother.
cop.
He wasn't a cop.
They're both from Get Out, first of all.
Well, yeah, they were both. From
I'm
Get
a-
Out.
He's
But yeah,
the-
oh yeah,
the
TSA.
TSA.
Is that what you
yeah.
meant? TSA. I was like, what are you talking about? He's not coming
Yeah.
this one and
Yeah.
Get Out. He's TSA.
Yeah.
He
so,
lost weight too, but whatever.
I know. Oh yeah, he did. That's right.
He's chubbier, definitely.
As the
and Get
TSA
Out.
and
I didn't really notice, but I wasn't looking for
I
it
feel
either.
like that's how I
I don't know.
figure it out.
Yeah, and then I was way more interested in the story from the past, even though I knew how it was gonna end. More interested in that story than the present
What do you mean? It was
with the
gonna
two
end?
with the
You
two main
knew
characters.
what was gonna end?
And knowing that they weren't gonna end up together,
Oh,
you know, seeing the
because-
Oh.
because in the future they're not together and she's off doing her
Yeah,
own thing.
but like
Hmm.
you
And
never know
then-
what could have happened.
And then big reveal, like the guy was the dad. Like okay, like I thought
That
I
didn't
thought we knew
feel-
that.
I
That
don't-
didn't feel like a big reveal to the audience. It
didn't.
just felt like a big reveal to
I
her.
don't think it was supposed to be a big reveal. To be
And it didn't even seem like she was that surprised either.
Yeah, exactly. It was boring. It was like nothing. It was like nothing. It was like nothing happened. It was just like we found out this,
okay, I
but
feel
there was
like,
no emotion attached to it. It was just kind of like,
you're
okay.
expecting like Transformers. To
I was
come
I was expecting like the Notebook.
No, but
Compare it to the Notebook
Mm.
just for a sec. How emotionally invested you are in the two characters from the
I
Notebook,
feel like
and you're just
But,
like, man, they go through this whole love story. I thought it was gonna be something like that. Like they
mm.
were gonna go through like a love story, but it was just like some dude like dating this girl, and they went on like 2 dates, and then they decided not to see
I-
each other, and then they randomly saw each other at the house, and then they left, and it was just like it was weird. I was like, what? This is a love story. This didn't feel like a love story
because it wasn't like the Notebook.
because it was
I
It
feel
was-
like it could be a different kind of story.
Sure,
It wasn't like
like,
Notebook. You're right.
I didn't expect it to be at all like the Notebook
I thought it
either.
was gonna be a very big love story that I was gonna like fall in
Mm.
love with these characters. I
Mm.
didn't.
Alright.
I didn't fall in love.
I don't really even
I'm
know how to
just showing
I
respond.
know what you
My
thought.
opinion, guys. My opinion.
I don't know what
Yeah.
you were expecting there. It seemed fine. I mean,
Just fine.
Transformers didn't come out. I didn't expect Transformers to come out. Like, it was just a love story. What happened? What I thought was gonna happen happened. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't.
Had you
That's-
seen a trailer for this prior?
No.
Oh.
No. Oh, actually, yeah. Because I remember one scene where he asked her
think
out,
funny.
like, "Oh, this is like, is that you asking me out?" When
Mm.
they're when he finally asked the girl out at the
Mhm.
at the art show. I remember that scene, so I think I might have seen a trailer.
I was kind of a little confused about what the connection was between, like, the past and the present. Like,
Yeah.
there was more connection there. Like, was she supposed to learn something
Leslie had explained that to me.
from her mom's, from what her decisions?
So
But
I was
I-
waiting for that the whole movie.
What?
Like I thought that was gonna happen. Like okay, they're showing the story because they fuck up, and somehow they're gonna learn from that relationship.
I think that's kind of what it was because they ended up together.
Yeah.
But it felt like
well,
I
missed
thought
it.
huh?
I missed it.
You missed what?
Like I was waiting for that, but I missed how they learned from it. I missed the point where
No,
there
no,
was
no.
like, oh, let's do things differently, and well,
Well, she did.
She did.
because she ended up going.
yeah,
Back.
Yeah.
That's,
so
that was
sh-
it.
that was it.
What do you mean
And,
you
like,
missed it?
I just didn't even. I don't
Like
know.
the
it was just-
revelation, like,
yeah,
oh,
there was
we're
no
doing
big
something else.
revelation. It was just kind of like it was just.
I mean, she was like with
She
her
went-
dad, and she's talking to him about it.
And that was weird. Like randomly, it just showed up on the like a scene
She
with
got the
them
card.
two sitting down on the bench, and that was just kind of randomly there. the
Mm.
her dad figure, because we found out that that's not.
Well, her dad
actually
didn't
dad.
know.
Oh,
Her dad didn't know.
I'm talking
her
about
stepdad
I'm
or
talking about her
whatever.
stepdad. Like who she calls her dad.
Wait.
Who she thought was her
who
dad.
was her stepdad? Forgot.
The dude
Guy
on the
with the
bench that she'll
glasses.
just have like a random conversation.
In New
Oh,
York.
he was there in the beginning.
Yeah, he was there in the beginning and then he kind of showed up at the
Yeah,
end.
yeah.
and told
I
him.
was I wasn't sure who that was. I was like, wait, that's her stepdad, huh?
Yeah.
But
Mm.
wait, what was my question? What?
I don't know.
It wa- it was about the
I think you're
connection.
confusing
Random.
two
It
different
was
scenes.
you're going off on a tangent,
All
bro.
right, tell me what you guys like about this movie. How about that?
I like their
Oh, so
chemistry.
chemistry, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty much the driving force for it.
I
their
think so
chemistry.
too. I thought the
I like
chemistry-
Issa Rae.
I thought
I
they were
like
good.
Lakeith Stanfield. I
Yeah.
think the scenes that he was in, not even just with
What's
her,
his name?
Lakeith Stanfield.
The black dude, right?
Yeah.
The main character, protagonist.
They're all
Yeah,
black in the
exactly.
movie.
Alright.
Yeah, the main guy.
I love him. I love him as an actor.
Mm,
Um,
but
but this movie was just kind of I don't know. It didn't really. I guess it didn't really highlight
Well, he wasn't
how
playing
good
the
of an actor
Joker.
he was.
He wasn't playing the Joker. What did you
He's just-
expect?
He was just playing nothing.
do you
I
know
don't
he actually wants to be the Joker?
did he
wants
really?
to play Joker?
Yeah. like,
Ooh, okay.
I don't
That's
know.
why I said that. That's why I said
Yeah,
that.
you're
Just
stupid.
kidding.
Okay, yeah. So you liked their chemistry. What
Yeah.
else? Every scene that he was in, you were saying.
Yeah, like he's just I don't know. He's funny. Like
He
he's
is funny.
charming.
He's
like
smooth.
yeah,
Yeah, he's cool. He's
yeah.
smooth.
And
There was some good scenes with not just them two though, like with
Yeah.
the brother, and even like the intern guy,
yeah. I was
and
gonna
like
bring
the
that up
girl's
too.
friend when there were some funny scenes here and there.
Yeah.
I don't think it was.
I do get where you're coming from in that it did feel like a long movie to me. I kept on thinking like, oh, it's gonna end here. Oh, it's gonna end here.
And then it just ended.
Yeah.
And then the way it ended too,
Eh.
just kind of like, all right, we're gonna work
I
it out.
honestly, I feel like if
Let's
they
do
would have just
it.
done like a flash forward, like, oh, we're still
Yeah.
together, that would have been kind of lame to
I-
me, honestly.
If they
Yeah.
if they would have done a
Like a flash forward after the concert, like, oh yeah, we're working it out still, type of thing.
It didn't
We're
feel
together
that
now.
strong of a relationship. I didn't see him falling in love with this girl and like liking this girl way more than any other girl that he's been with, because we know he's a player and the brother's always telling him like, oh,
Mm.
and why so fast? Like he just broke up with the other girl like 2 weeks ago.
What do you mean? But he said himself that he really felt like he had a connection with.
Yeah, I know he said it, but I don't understand why. I didn't really.
Just love that for
I
a
feel
sec.
like they
I didn't
should have
really see
showed.
it, yeah. I don't
But
know.
so you didn't believe him?
I didn't. Yeah, almost like I didn't believe him. Like, oh, he's just a player. Like he just wants.
Well,
to
I
fall in
feel
love.
like if you would have said it to her or and movie, then maybe like it'd be less believable. Like he's just saying it to her because that's what she wants to hear. But she was saying it to his brother. Like, why would he lie to his brother about that? Like, if anything, he knows his brother was making fun of him. But like, oh, you're sure you have a connection with her? Like, he has no reason to say that. Only for the fact that he
okay.
actually does feel that.
Okay, when I go see a romantic movie, a romance, whatever genre it is, I'm expecting to see these two characters bond in a way that's very unusual or extraordinary or something grand that's gonna happen, like something big, something great, and you fall in love with these characters. That never happened. That didn't happen. It was just them dating.
I mean,
It
I
was
get
just
where
like them showing them
Kind
dating.
of like when Shia LaBeouf fell in love with Megan Fox because Transformers come out out
Sure.
of nowhere.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why
it's
is
not
that?
Transformers.
why are Transformers
That's not
on
even.
your
I know.
mind
Why do you
today?
keep on Transformers? No.
Because I feel like
Think of-
Alex saying nothing happened. Like he's
think of a-
expecting like I'm
No.
exaggerating when I say
No, no,
Transformers.
I
love
know, I
story.
get it.
Think of, shoot, I don't know, man. Think of Zelda.
Okay,
Think of like,
okay. When in the
Zelda.
Notebook, when
Like Legend or something?
what is
yeah,
it?
like Legend.
Oh.
What
Well,
happened
no-
in the Notebook? Do you remember how like they started talking?
It's a whole love story of this old man telling this girl, trying to get this old lady her memories back by telling her the story of how they fell in love,
That's a flash
and
forward.
they go through all
I'm talking
this.
about just the beginning, like what
Yeah,
if you
Mm.
They fall in love over the summer, right? And
How?
then they leave each other because the
No,
mom
but-
doesn't.
But okay, this movie
It doesn't matter because there's more to that. Just them just falling in love there. There's a lot more to that, right? They end up leaving each other even though they love each other because the girl's family doesn't want him because he's like a poor dude, and then he ends up she ends up marrying some other
Okay,
dude.
okay,
and she ends
okay.
up going back to him.
Okay,
It's a
I feel
big-
like you're the person who makes fun of like Nottingham, but you're also the person who's gonna make fun of it if it's completely the direction like the Notebook, like a novella almost,
for sure.
like a
I mean,
soap
if,
opera.
if it works, it
Soap
works.
operas like take it like to
For
another
sure.
level, right?
For sure.
And you would start calling it like cheesy or
For sure.
stupid.
Yes.
Okay,
Mm.
so this was not that. This was not
Yeah.
that.
It was the complete opposite of
Yeah.
that. No,
It's
no.
too
just-
little.
Yeah, it was just too
All
little
right,
for me.
Doesn't, It doesn't matter. Anyways, enough about the Notebook.
Yeah.
Let's focus here.
Alright.
So
No, but
I
And Transformers.
yeah, and Transformers. Let's just go ahead and rate it because I mean
nothing else good, guys. You guys say something good. Else
Say the
good about
chemistry.
it. Yeah, that's it.
That's most of the movie.
yeah,
I like the flashbacks a lot.
yeah,
yeah,
flashbacks.
the
were
flashbacks
cool.
were good.
Which was like a third of the movie.
The flashbacks were good. I like the
Or a
flashbacks.
third of the movie. They're a third of the
Yeah,
movie. Flashbacks are good. So
but still, that was
Yeah.
that was like,
flashbacks and chemistry are already most of the movie.
that was like the side story. Like I like the side
It-
story.
I think it was the main story.
And it was
actually.
kind of the main story.
It was pretty close. It wasn't the main story. But it wasn't just the side story. It was pretty neck and neck with.
I
the
love
main
that story. I love this. Like
It
she,
was like
she
the
wanted to
driving
go
force of the
and
story.
like
That was
he-
actually a
he
really
was-
good
He was just
story.
chill and he wanted to stay there and like why do you want to
know
go?
what?
Why do you want to go
I
to New
don't know.
York?
I don't know. I forgot why we haven't brought that up. That was a big part. Those scenes probably stuck the most with me.
Again, it was my favorite part of the movie. Yes,
But-
but the protagonist, the main two characters, I didn't.
Well,
get it.
sometimes the main characters are in the best part of the movies. The best part of the movie, sure, I agree, was
with the flashbacks.
were the flashbacks
Mm.
with the mom and
Yeah.
her dad. I guess she didn't know,
I
but
wanted to see more of that.
yeah, I liked it because they were like, it kind of felt like nobody was wrong, like
Yeah.
everybody was right. Like
yeah.
like no matter which way you look at it, like you can see both sides. Of them. Like she wanted to
Yeah.
like do more. Like she didn't just want to stay home the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay, duh. Like who's not gonna side with her? And
Yeah.
he like he already had his job. Like he doesn't need to be anywhere.
Yeah.
He feels comfortable.
And
okay,
he was
well,
mad. Well, she randomly left and didn't tell him, and so she moved on.
Yeah,
he
but
moved
it-
on. He found a different wife.
Yeah,
and
he moved on. Like, okay, someone needs
It
you.
was
Like,
good.
without saying
It's
anything.
dramatic.
Okay, you're gonna move
There's a
on.
lot
Like,
of drama. Love the drama.
that was very soap
Where
opera.
was the drama on the protagonist? Like there was no drama there. It was
I
just
mean,
like
there was
okay.
towards the end, but-
All right, let's rate it. Let's rate
Yeah,
it.
it's-
What?
well, you started off since you
I'm gonna guys. This is gonna be my lowest rating so far.
lower than Irishman.
Lower than Irishman.
Was
This-
Irishman his lowest rating?
This is a 4 for me.
A 4.
Damn.
This is I was
You liked like
Fighting.
2/3 of the movie.
I
So
was
you
fighting
like
to stay
Irishman
awake.
more than this one?
Yeah. I
Wait,
would
what?
I would go through rewatching Irishman.
I literally
again.
fell asleep in Irishman.
Yeah, so I was falling.
Wait,
asleep in
what
this
else did I fall asleep in? I feel like it was something else.
The anime movie.
Oh yeah. That
Oh,
one
wow,
too. I
yeah.
fell asleep
Yes,
hard on
you
that
s-
one.
Yeah, that was a good love story. Look at that love story.
But that's an anime.
It doesn't even matter. They can
It's,
do
like,
that.
super
They can
dramatic.
do that. And real
Yeah.
life. It'll be
Mm,
fun.
All right.
Yeah. Anyways.
I'm gonna give it a 6.2.
I'll give it a
I
6.5.
That's
Six
still
and a half.
damn okay. Those are low scores. All right, well,
It's
I didn't know you guys.
2 more than
It's
you.
not
gave it
bad.
but It's. I thought you guys were giving it like 7s or something. But you
I
guys
didn't
didn't
I
have
didn't
much
say I
fun.
loved it. I didn't think
Yeah, I
it was
guess
great.
you're right.
I'm disagreeing with you.
All
with your
right.
4.
Next movie, The Invisible Man.
All right.
Who wants to start?
I'll go first.
All right.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Sure. Okay.
Just initial
um,
thoughts. Just like it or not.
I
like
love this movie. I love this movie so much. It was so
Uh.
good. Like from the beginning, I was like, oh, that whole scene, the whole scene with her running like away from her boyfriend's house, I guess.
Yeah.
It was
They're
just
married, right?
So tense.
No, they were
dude.
not married.
Were they married?
I'm pretty sure they weren't married.
They
No,
never
'cause-
mentioned the
No, they were not married. Because if they were married,
She would have got some kind of money.
yeah, she she
Well,
wouldn't have gotten.
The trust.
No,
He
that
just-
money was part of his
Mm.
Uh,
his
will.
his
His will.
will. Yeah. If she was
Mm.
married, she would have just got like all the money. No, well, all the money,
Yeah, probably.
right? So
Well,
Nah,
I think
I
commit
don't know.
suicide.
she
you
would
know
have kept the
what I'm
house, everything.
Yeah, suicide is a different thing.
saying?
Anyways, whatever.
What do you mean suicide is a different thing?
I think things change if
Yeah.
there's suicide
Yeah. You
involved.
don't.
You don't get like
The money
insurance.
goes.
I don't think maybe you guys are talking about life insurance.
Yeah.
But he was still like a millionaire. He
Yeah, no.
That's true.
Continue.
would've
Continue
kinda-
with your point.
Anyway.
my point was I love the movie.
So
no,
yeah,
ever since the
just
beginning scene,
the
like
tense
And
scene
start
in the
breaking
I
beginning.
knew
out.
I knew this was gonna be good. Like, oh my god,
Yeah.
this is a good movie already. But
Mm.
I liked. There's certain things I didn't know about this movie that I really liked that they did it this way.
Go.
Was that he wasn't actually invisible, that he wore an invisible suit. I really liked
Oh, okay. Yeah.
that. That was really cool to
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
and I thought it looked really cool.
Okay. Yeah.
I thought it
The
added like
actual
too.
suit or
Yeah.
just
the
like,
actual suit looked
yeah.
cool.
With
Yeah.
all the cameras on it.
Yeah, and the
it
whole
was
camera,
cool.
and also kind of made it in a weird way. Like if I imagine like how to make it invisible, so, like that's how I would imagine
Yeah,
it. Like
yeah.
cameras on this side,
yeah.
and that could also like project like what it's
Yeah.
seeing.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, the camera on the opposite side would
Project. Yeah.
would
Yeah.
whatever that you
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
But that was cool to me. I don't know. There's a lot of little things, a little something that would have changed. I would have had a little different. But overall, I really like this movie.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
good. I was very. I had like anxiety throughout the whole movie. Like
Mm.
I was fucking like tense throughout the whole movie, and all the like the scary moments where like the Invisible Man would pop up, like with the
Mhm.
paint. When
Mhm.
The pain was
dude,
really good.
scared the shit out
The
of me. There's
pain
so
was-
many. There was moments like that really scared me because I was,
Yeah.
the whole time I was just tense. I was already tense
Yeah.
because I know he's there. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, man, this is scary. Yeah,
did
when
re-
they
they did
passed
really
the paint,
good.
yeah.
Mhm.
It was cool. She just like tossed it. Where did the paint come from? It was just right there, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's smart.
Uh-huh.
That's smart. Because we weren't expecting that. You weren't expecting her to throw paint because we didn't see the paint. The paint just happened to be there.
But that's funny. That's the part that scared me the most was actually in the beginning.
The dog
The
bowl.
dog.
The
He was
dog.
right next to me. I knew you were gonna.
What?
When she's making her way
Was
out
the
of
part
the
of the
house,
first scare.
like
Uh-huh.
she was like
Yeah.
trying to get out and
She
she
hits the
trips
dog.
on the
Oh yeah. Me too,
Dude,
me too.
that part scared me
Yeah,
the most. It was like
it was loud. Did you guys see it in
Yeah.
IMAX?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
saw
saw.
it
I
in
saw that.
IMAX.
I'm glad we saw it in IMAX.
That was
too.
like the first
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Nah.
And, oh my god.
Yeah.
That was so funny.
Yeah,
What
but
about you guys?
I liked it a lot. I would even probably say I loved it too. Like I liked what they used it very cleverly, you know, like the whole he's invisible. So it's not like a ghost where it's just like this like I'm just going to like brush past you and your hair is going to move or something.
Yeah.
Like it's an actual physical like
Yeah,
he's
thing.
tossing you around and
Yeah.
like but you can also hurt him back type
Yeah.
of thing. So like it was really cool to see like how they were like trying to figure out the ways to like attack him or whatever.
Yeah.
And all these like creative like scenes like when he first like starts attacking her in the kitchen and everything.
Uh-huh.
Like I was like damn like
They
like,
look good, huh?
yeah like
That
like
look-
I was surprised that like how well they pulled it off
Yeah.
because I mean like usually like whenever there's like those like invisible like I'm getting pulled up it's,
it's
just like it looks really
Yeah.
cheap but
this looked really
Well-
good. This is the best Invisible Man fighting that I've
Well,
seen.
there hasn't been that many. Well,
like
there was
whenever there's
Hollow
like
Man.
like just even like when like there's like ghosts and
Boys.
stuff like
Yeah.
that like when
And
they
more
like get
ghosts, yeah.
pushed
I
or whatever
guess.
like I just feel like it always looks really cheap but I feel like this they like really like found a creative way to do
So
it
they
Like,
did a
I
green
think-
suit, right? You said
Probably.
they did a green suit. It definitely looked like they did a green suit, and there was actually somebody there fighting.
Yeah,
Either
show.
someone was there, or they did a really good job of choreographing like how it would be if she was actually fighting with someone. Because you could definitely. Kind of.
I'm pretty sure they did a green suit because I
I-
caught a moment where she was swiping and like her fist disappeared for like a second, so she got like behind the green suit. Like there was like a like
well,
there
she
was
has to
there
get
was something
behind
there.
it at some point all the time.
No, well they can CGI it like her clothes and stuff. Like if she's
Like
she's
they have
fighting.
to fix it.
Yeah.
I mean,
So yeah, there was definitely a moment where like a corner looked weird, and I was like, oh, there's somebody
I
there.
don't know.
I
But it
don't
looked
know.
good. But it was worth it. Like it.
Yeah.
but
it-
you are also the only one who wears glasses here, so.
Oh,
Let's-
okay. Yeah. Like I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure there was a
But,
green suit there, and they were
Yeah,
fighting.
I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it, 'cause
It was good.
yeah, the
CGI was
transitions
good.
between everything was fine, like
Mm.
in my opinion. But I think it was really cool. Just like they didn't rely on jump scares, but when they did use
Yeah,
them, they were
yeah.
like
It
I
was-
feel like they were earned.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it wasn't just
yeah.
like these cheap like a door
jump
slam.
scare. Yeah,
Yeah, it was just like
The paint, it was
Yeah.
like damn. Yeah,
like when he
even the dog
starts
bowl,
yeah when he first starts messing with her and he's like standing on the sheet or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And you're just like waiting, like, oh, what's gonna happen?
Yeah,
like, is he
yeah.
gonna like hit her? Or is he gonna push her or something? And then like she just keeps pushing and or
Yeah.
pulling, and then she like falls back, and then like everybody like freaks out, and they're
Yeah.
like, wait, where'd he go? like,
Yeah, how about that
Yeah.
that dinner scene
oh,
where
the
he
sister
slices
Ah,
his
Dude, that
sister's
was-
throat?
that caught me so off
Me
guard 'cause
too.
I
I
was
was
I
like,
think I
like,
went off
no.
yeah, I was like, how did he even know that she was there?
Yeah,
You
I don't
following
know.
her the whole time.
Yeah, I
She
guess
wouldn't
you
know.
don't. Yeah. you
Yeah,
won't know.
but so she was coming from his house, right?
His own house.
yeah.
I think so.
Like,
There
I
you
think
go,
that
on
was
the
the
lift.
scene, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But
she
what-
was on the lift.
But I feel like you.
Well,
would notice
first
the
of
car
all,
was
he's
following.
like a tech genius, so
Yeah,
he could be
he is probably
his
tracking her phone or
tracking
something, yeah.
tracking
Yeah.
her phone.
Yeah.
Like
That's
he
true.
knows that she talks to her sister.
Did you at any
Um,
point think that she was crazy?
Yes.
I definitely did.
I thought
I was almost.
I thought it might go in that direction. Not that she was crazy. I just thought the movie might go in that direction where like, oh, what if at the end of the movie like they go full out, she is crazy.
Yeah.
She is
That would
crazy.
have. That would have been.
interesting. too.
Because there wasn't so far there wasn't any scenes that anyone
Yeah.
saw anything, just her.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a little thing that convinced me. Like no one
Yeah.
else saw anything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like it could just all be in her head, and
Yeah.
like that's exactly how a schizo would probably be.
Yeah.
Probably.
Exactly like that. So
Yeah.
it's hard to. I can't disagree with anyone who thought she was crazy.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Obviously,
Thinking,
she's
like,
crazy.
she's talking about an invisible
This
person.
kind of bothered me. Like, so in the restaurant, there's no like cameras or something. Like,
Yeah,
I was like
found a few
thinking
plot
that.
holes like that, but I glossed
too,
over them.
like,
I was just
I was
like,
like-
I'm just gonna. ignore
Yeah,
this."
I didn't like put too much into it, but I was just like, okay. I
I
mean, he
think
could have just
again,
like easily
he's
been
a
like
he's
he could have
the way the
camera or
movie
something.
made him
Yeah.
portrayed him was that he's very smart and he's very like strategic.
Yeah.
Like with everything he does, even like well obviously with killing her, putting the knife like
Mhm.
he knew she grabbed it, like he saved it for later. I don't know how he got the knife there.
Yeah.
Was that the kitchen? Was that
That was the
one of them?
kitchen
same.
knife.
That was the same
So
knife.
he took it there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So-
I don't know how he got the knife
so
there.
that's
He had to
funny.
like carry,
Yeah.
maybe inside his suit.
Yeah.
maybe
I,
inside
I was
suit, I
thinking
guess.
about that too.
Slip it
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, but
Because
Stabs
because
himself.
when he grabs the knife, it disappears. Like so he grabs the knife from the kitchen, it falls off the counter, and we don't see that side of the counter. And then the fire happens on the stove.
Oh, yeah.
and,
and I was like, where's
and I was like, yeah, where the fuck's the knife go? So
Yeah,
I'm
maybe it has,
thinking,
like, a
okay,
pocket.
maybe it has like a pocket or something where you can tuck it in, like tuck it away. Yeah.
probably.
So I also like they did a really good job and like giving you pieces throughout the movie and then just putting it all together as the movie went on. Like little things like with the pill. So she
the birth control?
no the pill that she dropped that she used to
that he picked up.
that he
and-
picked up and he
That
ended
he
up
was
using that
drugging
to
with
drug her
Yeah.
later in the movie. Like I was like, oh, okay,
Oh.
that's cool.
Yeah.
The fire hydrant was like a foreshadowing when she used fire
She-
hydrant to turn out the stove. Oh, she
Yeah.
ended up using that at the end to like
to cover him.
to
so
cover.
that
It
he
was
could
like
see
little
him.
things
know if
that
that was
just
foreshadowing.
just.
I think that was
foreshadowing,
intentional.
Yeah,
Not foreshadowing,
Not
but it
foreshadowing.
was
I
it was
think-
or just little,
Whatever
little
technical
things. Yeah,
terms,
so
yeah.
they did
Yeah.
that throughout the whole movie. I just kept finding things like, oh, they revisited this, they went back to this like throughout the whole movie.
yeah.
You know,
so I really like
At
that.
first, I almost didn't like it. I liked it no matter what. But I almost was hoping for more of a like he's gonna go on a spree of just like killing people, like to scare her away. Like I thought he was gonna kill a lot of people, like
torture her, kind of.
not to torture her, but
or just.
I mean, he did.
well, I thought okay, let me finish.
So okay, go.
More like Halloween style. Like I thought he was gonna go like Michael Myers.
I'm glad I didn't.
And
Just
but
start-
he did, but it didn't feel that way because it was all like
To
part of the
get to
story.
her,
It
Yeah,
was just,
it
made
was
sense.
like it was like chaos. It was like something didn't go according to his plan, so
Yeah.
he had to improvise and like just kill
well,
other
that
people.
wasn't even him. Also, the brother thing, I didn't understand.
Was that him? What are you talking about?
The part where he killed the most people were the cops.
Who was that in the suit?
That was the brother.
Was it? Who
I
do you
mean,
think that was?
Yeah, that was the brother.
I don't think it was the brother. Me and Leslie were having this conversation. I think it was him.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was there at the hospital.
At the hospital.
Shit got crazy. He ran.
Got,
and
that was
got in the
definitely
car.
that stuff is still in the car. That was still him in the car, right?
Yeah, in the car, and then at some point, he called the brother and said, "Hey."
But
Go
she
to
was
the house.
chasing him.
She was chasing him,
How would
but
he have gotten?
there's no way she lost him. Me and Leslie were having this conversation.
no. The
They
I
didn't
don't-
show that.
They
Is
didn't. They didn't show her like she was just heading home, right? Was she chasing him? Was she behind the car? She was like right behind the car, like chasing him, and she could see the car.
no.
Because if that happened, then that'd be weird if the Invisible Man showed up to the house and then she didn't show up until like way later.
Yeah.
Like
no.
he was able to go to the room, like
But
beat up
there
the
was-
girl. Then the dad got there, and
Okay,
then went,
okay, no,
like
no.
it was like
Fine.
way too much time. It was
Fine,
like
fine,
no.
fine. If you're gonna go that nitpicky, okay, let's say he was doing that. Is his brother just on call with a suit, like ready to go?
Yeah.
whenever?
No. So
He would
that.
have to be on for that to happen. No, he would have to be on call. Be
Yeah.
like, hey, I need you to be here
Yeah.
now and go get this person within like 15 minutes. How
not-
do you know he was
n-
by
not,
there?
Not
I
only
think he had a
that
suit.
though. Like, how many suits are there?
Yeah.
Two. There's two for sure.
Well,
Oh, there'd have to be
we don't
three.
know. how
There
many
would have
suits
to
are.
be three then.
We don't know how
I
many
think
suits
the
are.
most probable thing was that he had his brother watching her, and then it was him running away, and then he still went to get the sister.
Yeah.
Unless they explain otherwise, I think that's what happened. And I
Yeah.
don't see any other.
So
yeah.
then-
I just assume it's the brother, and he just somehow got there a lot earlier. Somehow.
He got there earlier.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he had a conversation. The Invisible Man had a conversation with the girl at the hospital, right? Outside in the rain. Do you remember what they said? Do you remember what they said?
I don't remember exactly.
Be- He
Something like surprise again.
he
right?
said, "Oh yeah." She told him like you can't fight this, or if you fight this, then I'm just gonna kill the people you love,
Mhm.
whatever. It sounded like him. It was him. It was supposed to be him. It was.
I don't know, man.
It was. I remember thinking like, okay, like that last scene, that was definitely him because he was talking to her and he was getting real with her or whatever. It was him. I'm pretty sure in the hospital,
Mm.
it was him. And he called his brother after that shit went down and said, "Hey, go to the
Who
house
tied him
to
up
frame
then?
him, hoping that shit doesn't go too well at the house." And he goes to his house and ties himself up
Okay,
and
How
says,
would he blockade himself and tie himself up in the room then?
"He's
'Cause they
smart,
had
man."
to break the wall that he was trapped in.
Well, then how would he?
What
How,
wall?
I
What you
mean,
talking about? What
he
you
did
talking
it. He obviously did it himself anyway, regardless of whether it was the
yeah.
brother. Or
Oh,
not.
you're talking about when the
Yeah, when
SWAT
the-
team went to go
yeah.
get him? No, he. I think he did that himself.
He did
no
it
matter
himself,
what.
yeah.
But he
Ma-
tied himself up too.
Yeah.
I think he did that right after his brother got killed.
Yeah.
Like that was his
To
plan.
try to
To make it look that way.
I'm almost right.
Yeah.
There was
But-
a little. Okay, so there was a
Doesn't
few of
matter.
those. Yeah.
But no,
Nitpick.
there is things that. One of the things that bugged me the most, like was that didn't make sense.
How did she not bleed out?
No,
I was thinking, when she cut her wrist, yeah,
Yeah.
that was another one.
no,
Little-
I
little
didn't think she
things
went
like
because
that.
I don't think she went that deep because she knew what she was doing. And I don't think she cut that far.
Maybe she missed.
But
the name. Okay,
whatever.
so
It's, and
yeah.
plus, I've heard that it's pretty hard still to cut to kill yourself.
keep going.
through that. Anyways, but was if he was like invisible, right? He was invisible, right? And he was watching her a lot.
Yeah.
How does he have the time to do all this? Like, I know he's like dead and but
Yeah.
when does he eat? When does he
Yeah.
when does he poop? Like he was planning to be in that cell with her. Like
Yeah.
he was locked in there. You know, he can't get out. He doesn't have
Yeah.
a key to get
Yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah.
He was planning to be there the whole day with her.
Yeah.
Like I don't know who has time for that.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, and
Dude, that's
and
ridiculous.
and
Like-
also like whenever she would go somewhere,
Like
and,
he was there the whole
take a
time.
car, whenever she would get in a car, it's like, how does he get in there? How's he driving there? Because
Yeah, you can't drive there
Yeah.
either. Yeah, you're right.
Invisible car.
That's another thing.
Just gonna
Like,
fly
how do you
there.
get from here to there so
Yeah.
fast
yeah,
without?
yeah,
You have to take off his suit, like
Uh-huh.
drive, and then park far, and then
yeah.
put his suit on again, and then.
Yeah, it's not like he can teleport places. He's just invisible, right? So yeah, I definitely had that issue throughout the movie, but
Okay,
I looked-
because
I was able to
also
look over it.
he was sleeping on the roof apparently, right? Or he was staying
In
on
the
the
attic?
roof?
In
No.
the attic?
An attic, I mean.
he was just putting stuff up there.
So he wasn't sleeping there.
He might have been.
So why was his phone there?
I think he put that there on purpose
For what?
to
so
fuck with her.
that, yeah.
So she would
'Cause
call
he had
her,
another
sh-
phone.
He knew that it was in the attic, and then she would go up there, see the pictures that he was
I don't think
taking over.
that was planned of him for her to know.
I think it was because he ended up sending her that message like, "Oh, surprise."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, because once she found out that she's
I don't
up
know.
there, I'm like, all right,
I don't know, whatever. It doesn't matter.
I mean, why would he
Eh,
want her to
Stop
see that?
nitpicking.
No, but how? Okay, since he's invisible,
Yeah.
I mean, since he says, how does he? He has to put the ladder to get up there.
Yeah.
So he has to do that every time he goes up there.
Oh, well.
All the stuff
yeah.
he put up there, like,
yeah,
like unless he has another way to go to the
Yeah.
to the attic.
that's a.
I don't think so. It looked like if she had another way, she would have gone. She went
Yeah.
the easiest way was which was getting the ladder and then opening
That
the
she
thing.
knew of.
Like the invisible man had to do that. Like he
in
doesn't
the,
have an
in
invisible
the
ladder.
middle of the night, maybe, I don't know. That's a
Yeah,
good one.
Dude, I don't know, but
Or
would make
maybe
noise.
when no one was there, he could
Yeah.
hide these things and like. it's
I
not
would
that
have
hard.
nitpicking.
Yeah,
here,
it's
dude.
just-
But
That was
those
definitely
things did go
nitpicking.
through my head. It's not things
Yeah.
that I try to think of. It was going through my head as I watched the movie.
Yeah.
All right, let's rate it. Let's rate.
Let's rate it. Okay, sure.
Anything else?
The ending.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I love the ending. And I really like the ending. Yeah.
I don't know
Um,
why, but I kind of I was telling Sal like I expected something else to happen at the end.
I don't know what the heck was gonna happen.
Like
I-
when she walked out and like the cop like they just like kind of focused on them. Like I felt like I don't know why I like expected him to still be alive or something.
I imagined her having like, cause he's so manipulative and so smart and so strategic. I imagine her going in there with like a plan where like, oh, like she's gonna upper hand him in some way. And when she started talking and trying to like get into him, like, well, this is not working. Like this is
Yeah.
weird. Like,
yeah.
like
yeah.
she sounds dumb. Like he's obviously outsmarting her. And then
yeah.
when you find out this was the actual plan the whole time, like, this is exactly what I expected. Like,
Yeah.
like this was her actual plan. Like to do
go
what she
in there,
did.
get the suit.
And I knew
yeah.
it, but so
I
I
knew
kind
this-
of expected this to happen. Yeah, something like this. I didn't expect her to kill him like that.
I
but
was kind of surprised that the suit was still in the same spot that she left it.
that was
Yeah.
another thing that got me mad
Like-
because
He
He
must
he
have had
has to
to.
have some sort of inventory of his suit, right? Like it was there. Like
Yeah.
why is it not there anymore?
Well, yeah. Obviously, he knew it was missing, but he didn't know where it was at.
Well, but I mean, I would imagine that at that point he probably had the cameras working again. Like he had the security system still working. So
Well, not only that, he knew that she was in his closet, right? When when she went back to the house.
yeah,
So
how did he not know
so
that
he
was
should've
there?
looked kept
he
looking
didn't
in
know
there.
about that secret. But like she had that since the beginning.
Well,
the
I
first
mean,
scene of the movie is her.
but that's where
going
her
to the-
birth control was too, right?
Yeah.
But
So
he didn't
But
know
he
about
was
He
knew
didn't know
about the
about
birth
that.
control.
he didn't know about that little
Hmm.
hidden compartment.
Hmm.
But
That's.
I don't know.
I mean, just chalk it up to that, and that's it.
also when
I'm just gonna
when
go
she
with it.
first got the suit, right when she snuck into his house, and
How
first
she
got
didn't
the
put
suit,
it on?
how come she didn't put it on? They're like,
Yeah.
you can be invisible. He can't see
I
you.
thought about that. Maybe she didn't have enough time to change. I don't know. She changed pretty fast over at the dinner table, but. Yeah.
And also, I was thinking, because I know Universal's gonna make a Universal Monsters.
Okay, so is this Invisible Man?
You didn't see
gonna be part of
the end credit scene?
it? Shut the friend.
You didn't see it.
Wow.
You guys are lying. Yeah, it's
Swear.
stupid.
We looked it up.
No,
like,
for reals. You haven't seen
yeah.
it? I just kidding.
Fuck
Nah,
you guys.
nah, but I was telling guys like, what if there was? Cause we didn't stay for any end credit. There wasn't any.
I
yet?
looked it up. Yeah, there's not.
There isn't. Okay. But yeah, I was kind of maybe hoping, but then that would mean that the guy would have to stay alive. But it got me thinking like, oh, what if she's gonna be the Invisible Man, kind of turn
Yeah,
evil?
Invisible Woman.
But
You
it's
know?
kinda Invisible
Why would she
Woman.
be evil though? I
Why
mean,
would
she
she
killed
be?
him, I guess. So
Maybe she just goes down the dark path, dude. I mean,
yeah.
Anakin was no evil, so.
maybe it's like she ends up having the kid and the kid's evil. And then the kid's, like,
Also,
That'd be
okay.
cool.
I
Just
forgot
like
about
super
that.
genius or something.
Did she actually have a kid? Well, I mean, was she actually
Well-
having a kid, or was that like another manipulation of him?
Well, the
somehow?
the doctor told her,
Yeah.
right?
Which
Not
doctor? I thought
like the
psychiatrist.
nurse,
It was a nurse or
or-
whatever.
But how do you know? How do you know?
She was pregnant.
How do you know
She was definitely
the blood
pregnant.
test.
They took a blood test from her.
No. The psychiatrist said that her doctor had said
Mm.
that her doctor said that she was pregnant.
Yeah.
So she could have been lying if she was.
Well, the doctor was also trying to tell her like, oh, also I don't know how to tell
I
you
don't remember
this.
that part.
Yeah,
But
she was when
but
she
you had a
first
bunch
told
of
her. Yeah,
Drugs.
yeah. So you have these drugs in your system, but also I don't know how to tell you this.
Yeah.
But and then she started
Like dozing
oh
off.
my gosh, and then she saw the pills on the count.
Oh,
not even talking
I
to the mic.
don't remember
But
that.
Yeah,
yeah.
I remember that. I
Yeah.
remember that.
But yeah.
I thought she was gonna tell her like. to
I
get
kind
some
of thought
help.
that she was pregnant at that
Oh
point.
really?
Yeah,
What?
I thought that she was pregnant at that
Oh
point.
man,
when he was,
good catch.
yeah,
When when the doctor.
when
said
the
something.
doctor was talking to her on the phone. But
That's a
yeah.
good catch. I
Mm.
didn't catch that.
I wonder if she was still gonna keep it.
That I don't know.
That is a good one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Who
that's
knows?
Interesting.
Who knows?
Because the lawyer was saying how, if you keep it and this and that, right? So
Then
kind of
he'll-
assuming that her plan was not to keep it, I guess.
But yeah,
I don't know.
which I would assume so. She wouldn't want to, given
Their situation.
yeah.
If you're-
But I don't know.
But
Yeah, that's a completely
another
different
topic.
of
Let's talk for another day.
yeah. Closing thoughts. I thought she did really good acting.
She did. She was a good actress.
She was really
have you
good.
watched Handmaid's Tale?
I've seen the first season. And-
She's the main actress
Yeah,
from there, right?
and like 2 episodes.
She's
the
like
second.
won like a award each time.
Did
for
she
it.
really? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
She's
for
really
like
good.
No way.
a
Yeah.
Golden Globe or Emmy, whatever
She's
is
really
the TV
good.
one.
Yeah, I see.
I'm pretty
that.
sure she wins like best actress a lot. For
Yeah, she was really good at acting crazy in this one.
Yeah.
When she was going, I was like, oh shit, she's
Yeah.
she's going bad shit crazy. She's a really good actress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. Really good movie. Let's go ahead and
Yeah.
rate it.
All right.
Sal, go first.
I'm gonna give it an 8.8.
Ooh.
Mm.
Maybe this one a solid 8. 8.
That's it.
That's it. Just an 8.
You gave Sonic a higher number than that.
I didn't. Did I?
Just kidding. My always confusing you.
Why?
I
You
don't,
like
what?
Sonic?
No, we gave
I
it a
feel
higher
like a
rating to
7.
him.
Something.
I don't. It doesn't
I
matter.
can't believe we haven't started ranking.
Yeah,
our,
we
like,
need to go through our
like,
archive and
our archive, yeah, and see what we
we'll split
rated
it
it.
up.
Okay. Everything's like within like the 6 to 9 range. Like everything's within the 6
Well,
to 9
he
range.
gave a
We'll
4
have
right
an
now.
episode where we go through all
No,
of our
you're right.
lists.
That is an outlier. I guarantee like
What?
80% of ours are from.
There's
6
a couple
to 9.
fives, I think.
I don't think so.
I think there was a couple fives.
But
I just gave a 4.
which episode are we at?
16.
So that's 32 movies so far.
Yeah.
About.
All right, Gus, what's your
Okay,
rating?
Whatever.
8.25.
Ooh,
I'll go in the middle.
6 through 9. Told you. Wait,
69.
69.
All right, you guys. That's gonna do it. Oh,
Wait,
actually,
what'd you get? What'd you give
movie.
it?
Oh yeah, we got.
Oh, you still
I
got
gave it
an
an 8, dude. What the heck?
Oh yeah, sorry. All right, I got
Onward?
2.
You got 2 movies. You already chose.
Nah, fuck it.
What do you mean? Fuck
Way
it?
back, onward.
No, I chose.
One.
You guys chose 1 week, right? 1 each. I didn't choose.
I mean,
that
I
week.
kind of chose both, but
Last
fine.
week I chose 1. And
You
then
could
this
choose-
week I
you
choose
could choose
again.
So now I choose.
No.
well, that's
2 people
one.
have to choose.
Yeah, you guys can both choose again. It
You
doesn't
guys
matter.
choose. I chose, and someone else chose.
Because
and
I
now
chose both
and
the
other one
last.
chose.
Yeah.
Okay, so
that's
you
it.
choose one. I choose one.
Well, I chose.
Cause you,
Yeah. Go
I
ahead.
choose Onward. No, you can't choose Onward. I'm
What
just
the
kidding.
heck?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, way back.
Wait, I want to watch Way Back. Yeah.
what's way back?
Well, Alex wants to watch Onward, so we're gonna
Just
watch
say
Onward.
what?
'cause of
Way
him.
back? What's way back?
The one with
The Ben Affleck.
Oh, okay, cool. Then that one and onward. What's the debate?
Two
What was the
movies in
other-
theaters, and I can't do it on Sunday.
That's fine.
Then we'll go on. We'll do a
Tuesdays?
podcast Tuesday. Problem solved. Wait, what other movie did you have in mind?
No, The Way Back.
You said you had 2 movies. You're gonna select.
So
2 movies.
he didn't want to go to the theaters twice.
Oh,
That was his problem.
No.
get over it.
Wait, I feel like
But
I did
it's-
want to watch the new movie.
Just instead
There
of
are
watching a
other
movie at
movies that
home,
are
you'll
coming
watch
out
a movie in
soon.
theaters.
I feel like there's some movies about to come out in.
It might be next week though.
Oh, I want to watch 007 too soon.
When does that come out?
I
I
know
know
it's March
it's
something, 26th.
20th.
But
Something comes out March 20th as well.
Yeah, we're doing Onward.
Onward
no,
and
we're
Way
doing
Back.
Way Back, bro.
And
Okay.
Way Back.
All right.
Those are the
Those are the two movies completely unrelated. But
Might
doesn't
change
matter.
though. It might change.
No, it won't.
Doubt it. But
There's
no,
a
it
small
won't.
chance. It might
No.
change.
small chance, but doubtful.
No.
All right.
Like 2%.
Till next time. Love
See
you
you
guys.
guys.
Peace.